Hello, and welcome to the MommaNevin Knits YouTube channel. My name is Joan, and I am MommaNevin here on YouTube as well as on Instagram. And no, I did not cut all my hair off. I have a bun today. It's a little bit warmer today. This is episode 58, and the high here today is 76. So today is February 2nd. Excuse me. I have big news. All the fires are out. Yay. So that's really good news. A little bit too late, but you know, it's good for them. Okay, so back to my goals for this week. The first one was to finish Tasha's first sock. And I'm trying to see if I can find her second sock around here. Okay, it's here. I know it's here. I just got to find it. But here is her first sock. I did finish it. And so I really like it. It's really cute. So, and I do have her second sock in here. I do, I promise. Here it is. I found it. Okay. So I had already started the second sock because I was going to do them concurrently. So this is where I am. So this is where I will put the marker that I am starting this week. Looks like I've done about 20 rows on this. So I'm going to be trying to get at least 20 more this next week. So that's my goal for this next week. All right. This is Knit Picks Felicini concession stand. And the heels, toes, and cuffs are Stroll Patina. And it's 60 stitches, 2.25 millimeter needles. Alrighty. Next is Chips' sweater. So my goal was to finish all the squares. Didn't quite get there. There are 4 different color combinations for this sweater. There's one, and then this one I didn't, the last 2 I didn't get the white on, but that's all I have to do is put the white around it and weave in 1,000 ends. A lot of ends to weave in. So my goal for next week is to get the white around there, which that shouldn't be a problem, and then weave in all those ends and maybe get started putting this sweater together because I'm ready for it to be done. So, and you know, it's going to get cold again. Our coldest month in Southern California is February. So it should get cold. My needle size is a 7, and that is a 4.5 millimeter needle. All right, my temperature blanket. Now, first of all, I need to apologize to everyone because I said that I was going to do part 3 of how to do my temperature, my temperature blanket last week, and I got nap attacked, so that didn't happen. It is coming. I don't want to make promises I'm not going to keep, but it will be coming, I promise. I will finish up that series. All right, so here is my temperature blanket so far. It's how it looks when it's squared up. And someone had asked me how big it was going to be. And I said, oh, it'll be about 60 by 60. No. I measured across one of these squares. And it was like 5.5 inches. So this baby's going to wind up being 80 by 80. Which is ginormous. And you don't need a big blanket like that in Southern California. Whoopsie. But anyway, I just love it. I love all the change of the colors, and I'm very, very, very far behind with it. Very far behind. So, oh, sorry. I meant to say my goal this week was to get 7 squares done, and I got 1, 2, 3, 4. So my goal next week is going to be 5 squares. I'm going to be a little bit more cautious with my goals. Because I do have a lot to do still with Chips' sweater. So, Alrighty, and that is a size 4 knitting needle. All right, Jessica's blanket. My goal was to put 5 white squares because I have a lot of color squares that I did. But the white squares you have to do as you go because you're adding them on. So I did these 5 across here. So I did get that done. So I get an X for that. Yay. And then my goal for next week is 5 squares again. So that would be good if I could do that. All right. Moving along here. All right. My memory blanket. I'll talk about that in just a second. My memory blanket. I kept losing my needles, so I was like, hey, it would be a good thing if I had some stitch stoppers. And then I remembered I had a million because I bought them from Amy at Two Sisters and Some Yarn, who is pro-life knitter, and she sells those to help the babies. And we want to help the babies. Okay. So here is my memory blanket, and I'm just about to have a complete square. So that's awesome. So here was my color from last week, which is really cool. I think it must have been an opal color. So I'm going to turn you off right now and go pick next week's color. Okay, I'm back. And the color this week is very interesting. I don't know if this is an opal, maybe, or just something else I had, but definitely got some blues and some greens going on. So that's going to be really pretty in my blanket. Like I said, I think all of them are pretty because I love yarn. Okay, so I'm going to put that back over there. And then let's talk about my Mardi Gras socks. In my Mardi Gras bag, made by my friend Jeanette, who I love and miss very much. And here's the color Endymion, which is the main color. And my goal this week was to get my cuff done. And I did get my cuff done. So I have met my goal. I don't know where I'm going to put it. It's up here somewhere for this week. So this is the Endymion color. And what I'm going to use with it is a set of minis called Rex. So here they are. And this yarn is from Mandy's Makings, and it's called Endymion. I'm going to start it off with 60 stitches on a 2.25, which I did. And I'm going to increase to 64 and increase to a 2.5 millimeter because I'm going to do color work to make it look kind of like a fleur-de-lis. So that's my goal. So next week, I want to try to get... let's see, next week I want to get the purple section. So, because I'm going to do them, I've always, growing up, it was purple, green, and gold, purple, green, and gold. So my section I'm going to do next week is going to be the purple section. Alrighty. So I'm also going to add another project, and you guys are going to laugh at me, but this is a little stocking. I don't know if I can even hold it to show you. It's a little stocking I made. A couple years ago, I gave my boss, both of my bosses, a little wax melter. Here, I'm going to hold this up for you again. It's teeny tiny. But I gave her a little wax melter that looked like a fireplace. Because when I worked in the office, I used to decorate my office like a crazy woman, which no one's surprised by that, right? No. And I had a cardboard fireplace in my office. And so when we went home, of course, I took the fireplace with me and blah, blah, blah. And my boss told me, I really miss seeing that fireplace. I was like, I'm sorry. So I gave her the wax melter fireplace, and I'm going to put a picture. I don't know if I have already or whatever, but I will put a picture in so you can see what I'm talking about. But anyway, as a joke, I made these little stockings for her. And she's had more grandchildren since then and wants some more stockings. So this is something I'm going to be working on. She wants the blue and the not blue, the green and the red to switch off for boys and girls. So I will be working on those. They actually take more time than you would think because you have to be so careful with them. So anyway, that's them. And I don't have a tutorial, but I found it on a tutorial. So if anybody wants to make themselves crazy and make one of these, let me know and I'll put that in my links for you. All right, so that's all my projects for now. The stockings is going to be the only thing I add. Incoming. I bought more yarn. I went to Joann's, and Joann's is scaring me. I don't like the way they look. I'm seeing some things that are very concerning to me. But they have yarn everywhere, like everywhere. And some other stuff they don't have. So I'm like, what is going on here? And I told my husband, because I know the rumor is that if they don't find a buyer, it's all going to be liquidated. So I told my husband, I was like, I think I need to start saving some money. And when the liquidation happens, my yarn number is going to go through the roof. So, but I wanted to get this. This is Sparkle. I don't know if you can see that. But in my temperature blanket, the black, yeah, you can see a little bit. The black is Sparkle. And when I did my temperature blanket before, anytime that we were somewhere, anytime we slept somewhere other than our own bed, I made the edges a different color. I think I used pink. So I kind of wanted to do kind of the same thing. I'm still going to have, I put those back in. Shoot. Okay. So like, say this block we spent somewhere else and that was the temperatures of where we were. I would still do 2 rows of black, but then I'm going to do 2 rows of silver and then the temperatures so that we can differentiate that I was gone. So I got this because I wanted to get another black and they didn't have any. And I'm like, I was starting to get worried that they're going to start running out of stuff too. So anyway, and then also, I don't know why. Do I need more sock yarn? No. But I just thought this was really cute. It's Patton's Croy. And the color is Midnight Orchid. So, this adds 275 grams. I am going in the wrong direction, y'all. So my total of grams in for the year is 895. I don't know. Anyway, all right, so let's talk about cows and mals. So knit-alongs and make-alongs. The first one is the Mardi Gras Mal, and that's from Two Sisters and Some Yarn. That goes through March 4th. You can make something with all 3 colors or make something with any of the 3 colors, whatever you want to do. But then the next one is Chicken Lady, Finish 25 in 25. I have one thing done. So that is a really good goal. Some people have done super well. Me, so far, not so much. But I'm going to try. All you can do is try. All right. Happenings. There are 3 eagle eggs. We're very excited about that. There was rumor that there might be a fourth one this weekend, but we'll see. I don't know. I just hope they have one viable baby out of it. So, Ned and I went and had lunch with Steve and Jessica. And, you know, we're talking, having a good time, just chatting away. And I brought up the Eagles. And Jessica started laughing. She goes, I had it on my bingo card that you would talk about the Eagles. I was like, you little stinker. So it's like, is there anything else I can help you with on your bingo card? So anyway, it's just funny. Billy got her sweater and she sent me these beautiful flowers as a thank you. Isn't that sweet? I said, ooh, Billy's got quite the allowance going there. But I thought that was really sweet. And I have a picture of her in her new sweater. So I got it to her just in time for it to get a little bit warmer in Arizona, and she doesn't need it. Anyway, that's why I got to hurry up and get Chips' done before it gets too hot here. Okay, puppies. I got to see Chips, and I took a bunch of pictures, and my husband calls us, I say we're her grandma and grandpa. My husband says we are her Grrma and Grrpa. Anyway, she absolutely loves him so much. And it was funny, we were standing at the bottom of the stairs and Steve was bringing her down. Have you ever seen those little videos of Grandma and Grandpa there waiting? Grandma's got her arms wide open for the grandkids, and the grandkids go around her and get to Grandpa. That's what Chips did. She loves my husband. So, what are you going to do? Pirate Man, we took him on a long walk and in the orange groves, and he is such a scaredy dog that he doesn't like to go out there very much. And I kind of don't blame him because there are coyotes out there. So, you know, I mean, I kind of can't blame him. But anyway, he is really cute. He's just a cutie pie. And then once we got done with our walk, we went through Starbucks and he got a puppuccino, and he was very excited about his puppuccino. Nothing more exciting going on with him. For my show and tell, I have my Valentine's decorations up. So that'll be up for this week and next week, and then we will switch probably to Mardi Gras, because that's what's next. And then after that, you know, it's St. Patrick's Day, so we do like to have special decorations for each holiday. So that's all I have today. Thanks for stopping by. I hope that you decide to come by again next week. Bye-bye.